Democratic Congresswoman Bernice Johnson of Dallas, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate your time. First, your reaction to this draft opinion by the U.S. Supreme Court on Roe v. Wade and Planned Parenthood versus Casey, and the fact that it was leaked.
Well, first of all, I'm really disappointed that it was leaked, but it has been. The other thing is, as you know, I was serving with Sarah Weddington when that ruling came down in January of 1973. And so I have been faced with this question many, many times. And I've thought about it. I've thought about it because I have a Catholic background. I'm a nurse, and I represented people. And what I have determined is this. There is a constitutional provision that guarantees us a right to privacy and also a freedom of religion. And so I think that when we have those constitutional protections, we as women, and it's only women that we have a constitutional conflict there, can make a decision based upon a medical decision, which does not take you to the Congress or to the Supreme Court. It takes you to your doctor. There is not a single decision that a male has to go to the public to get a health decision. And so just based on that, I think it's wrong. I think we're headed down the wrong path, trying to direct every female which way she should treat her body without knowing what her health status is.
What would you like to see happen now? Well, first of all, I mean, I know it's a draft opinion, so we have to wait to see what the final opinion is, but what would you like to see happen?
Well, I'd really like to see them uphold Roe v. Wade because I think that the majority of the American people would like to see it upheld. And I'd also like to see us see a female as a full human being with the right to her own health privacy. And that's just the way it is. It's not my personal opinion. It is my public opinion that a woman has a right to make a decision based upon her health and her position in family.
I know many Democrats in Congress now want to pass a law essentially codifying what's in Roe versus Wade and Planned Parenthood versus Casey. Do you agree with that?
Yes, I fully support that.
And do you think it would be able to pass the Senate, because wouldn't it need to have 60 votes just to get a debate started?
That's what it seems to be, and that would be a handicap, probably.
And so what's your reaction to the fact that Texas passed a law last year, the state legislature, that banned abortions with a very narrow set of exceptions, should Roe versus Wade be overruled and overturned?
Well, first of all, I don't agree with a lot of laws that my state is passing, most especially the restriction of voting rights. And so I'm out of step with whatever forces that are in charge of the Texas government at this point.
What do you believe the political ramifications will be in the midterm elections, if any, here in Texas?
I don't know, because I'm beginning to think that we are moving too far away from average, that we are moving too far away from individual rights, that we are destroying our own democracy with what legislations that we are both pushing, both whether it's in the legislative body or in the courts.
And about the leak, I know you said you're disappointed that it was leaked. What do you believe should happen with that? I know the Chief Justice announced today that they're investigating to try to find out who it was.
Well, with something like that, it's hardly ever an accident. We just have to, as American people, we have to move on to the next step. And it's happened. It cannot be retracted. And so now we have his reactions to it. I would predict that the majority of American people still believe in individual rights and a right to medical freedom.
Democratic Congresswoman Bernice Johnson of Dallas, we appreciate your time very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.